Hey everyone, we're going to talk about your lymphatic system today. Now, if you don't already know me, let me just kind of give you a little bit about me. I have had lymphedema for over 24 years. I am not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. Anything that I say in this video is things that I have learned trying to live in my body as healthy and as comfortable and as successful as possible. These are things that I have studied, learned, and I want to share with you. I want to talk to you about something that I have been seeing going around the internet lately. Now, if you do follow my playlist and you've watched some of my videos, you know that over the past 20 years, I have tried some crazy things trying to heal lymphedema. And obviously, a lot of them were really bad ideas. So whenever I hear things that are like, oh, I've already done this, or oh, this doesn't sound right, I like to share it with you guys because I feel like why put your body through the same stress and misery that I've already gone through? So first of all, you know that I'm a big advocate for self-care. It's your body, your lymphatic system, your responsibility, right? So the doctors and medical professionals don't know a lot about the lymphatic system, which is super frustrating. And it makes having lymphedema or other lymphatic conditions really frustrating, lonely, and sometimes we get to a place of desperation. I know that I've been there, and that's why I take the time to do these videos. So I want to talk to you about lymphatic detoxing. Now, my dad used to tell me, Peggy, think about it. Does that make sense? Use your brain. God gave you a brain. Does that make sense? So let's talk a little bit about what your lymphatic system is. Your lymphatic system is the transportation system. It's how your body moves things. It's how the white blood cells get to where they need to be if there's an attack and they need to, take care of an infection. It's where the toxins and unused fats are transported out of your body. They're moved to the different organs so that they can be, disposed from the body. It is, it's the transportation system. I'll even go a step further. It's the sewer system. All right. So when you live, now I grew up in a kind of a farm community, so I had a septic tank. If you have had a septic tank or have a septic tank, you're going to fully understand what I'm going to say. But I think this analogy, pretty much anyone can understand. When your toilet isn't flushing, do you try to detox your toilet? No, because that's where you're putting the toxins. It's supposed to be toxic, right? But it's supposed to move those things out. So you add enzymes, you add maybe a plunger to push and to manually move things out. You do things to make that system move and flow and be able to transport the toxins and the nasties, and that's what you do, right? You don't want to clean your sewer system. That doesn't make sense, right? Like, how would you detox a sewer system? It's a silly thing to say, but you do want that sewer system to be able to flow. There's a lot of things we can do to help our sewer system or a lymphatic system flow. Even though we have lymphedema, we have blockages, we have things that are slowing down this, putting a roadblock in, causing, a bottleneck and swelling and all these things to happen, there are still things we can do. Manual lymphatic massages, that's kind of like the plunger, right? That's moving things out manually. Wearing a compression garment, same thing. Deep breathing, learn how to do deep breath exercises, because your breath, your deep breathing, that is one of the biggest things you can do to help move lymphatic fluids. Hydrate, drink water, dry brush. Dry brush is amazing and it really works well. And you will never see me do a video on dry brush. I should never say never, but you won't anytime soon because it is something that I have really had a hard time implementing into my daily routine. But there are tons of great videos. I know it works. I know it's a good idea. It is something I personally don't do. But dry brushing, moving around, going for walks, doing a rebounder, like the little trampoline things, that really helps move your lymphatic system around. Bouncing on an exercise ball. All of these things are things you can do to help move those lymphatic systems. You don't want to detox them, you want to move them, right? But there are also things you can do to overload your system, and you don't want to do these things. You don't want to eat processed foods. Cut out processed foods. That's going to help you be able to move it. It's just like not flushing a paper towel down your toilet, because why? It's going to block it up and it's going to make the problem worse. So you don't want to eat processed foods. You don't want to eat refined sugar. Gosh, I can't speak English. No carbonated drinks. These are things you want to stay away from so that you can keep that system working properly. If you have lymphedema, you probably don't want to eat fermented foods. You do want to take probiotics, that you do want to add digestive enzymes. You do want to do these kind of things. You want to eat clean. You want to eat whole foods. You want to add greens in. You want to add all these things. So are there things to do? Absolutely. And are there supplements that help? Absolutely. But beware of anything that says lymphatic detox, because that doesn't make sense. You all have brains. That doesn't make sense. I don't want to detox my lymphatic system. I want my lymphatic system to move and transport the toxins that are supposed to be there to where they need to go so they can leave my body quickly and efficiently. And if you have a lymphatic issue, remember there are things you can do to help move that, to plunge that, to move that and get things moving smoothly. Even if you do, I wear compression garments every single day, from the time I get out of the shower till the time I go to bed. And if I'm having issues, I wear night garment compressions also. There are different things that I have to do. I do manual lymph drainage massages every single day, sometimes twice a day, at least every morning. I start my morning off, I start my morning off with that. I lay on my chi machine that moves and helps get my lymphatics moving, gets the fluids flowing. It helps me move those lymphatic fluids out of my leg and get them going through the body so that they can go. But again, be careful of snake oil salesmen and people that want to sell you things for hundreds and hundreds of dollars and don't really understand what they're talking about. Do your own homework, use that brain, and please never feel like you're alone. I know it's frustrating, but you're not alone. And we are out there. There are people out there doing research, trying to get these things changed. And let me tell you, so much more information now than there was 20 years ago. So we're going to get there, guys. Hang in there. And thank you so much for watching this. If this was helpful, share it with someone else that you think could use this information. Follow or subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow this playlist. It's called My Lymphedema Journey. All right, we'll talk to you soon.